All right, spawning in the top left corner in the blue Terran pieces for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, we have Cure. Spawning in the bottom right corner, spawning in those red Terran pieces for Shopify Rebellions, we have the one, the only, the Master of Reapers, Byun. Jameson's is always good. You know what's actually... Thorn, have you ever had a Caesar, or do you know what a Caesar is? Indeed, you did pick the perfect time to wake up here. Both players opting to start normal builds with their barracks being built at home. If you don't know what a Caesar is, it's a Canadian drink. It is Clamato juice with Clamato juice with usually vodka, some Worcestershire sauce, and something like, it's like the Canadian version of a Bloody Mary. But if you have that with Jameson's, oh goddamn, it is bloody good. No pun intended there. Finally gonna get this whiskey bottle popped open here. Go. Nice little stiff pour. All right, Reaper coming out for both players right off the bat here. Identical mirrored builds so far at the 1 minute 30 mark of this game. Cure gonna come in here. We'll scout. We'll see that factory coming down. His factory will be coming down at the exact same time. Cure being a little annoying, trying to get an SCV kill here. Not gonna risk it. Doesn't want to get taken out by that Reaper. Doesn't exactly know. Knows the rough timing of the Reaper, but doesn't want to risk it. Reaper looking around, doesn't see the... Gonna actually go hunting for that SCV and looking for any potential proxies. So this Reaper here is just gonna hang out here for defense. Did it actually kill something? No. It did a grenade for something. That's about it. Alright, factory's finishing up here. Hellion coming out for Byun. On this side, it is a natural going down for both players here. But it's add-ons coming on right away on the factory. We are going right into the tech lab. Reactor coming down on the barracks. Double Reaper now moving across the map for Cure. What does Byun have to deal with at home? He has two Reapers and a Hellion. Also beginning to kind of wall off this Reaper ramp. Will get a couple of shots off. Does take out one of the Reapers. Nice pick off early in the game here for Byun. I don't know. So, Pyro Knight, I'm not sure. I know he got originated in Calgary at a steakhouse. What was that? Did he just grenade something for the steak? Oh, it was a cleaning bot. No, not the cleaning bot. So from my understanding, the Caesar originated at a Calgary steakhouse. I'm not sure what led to its creation, but yeah, it's a Canadian treat. Google it actually. Caesar drink. They're known for their crazy toppings. There's a couple of bars and restaurants here in Vancouver that do some of the craziest topping. Like I know one that you could get like an entire hamburger as a topping on the skewer or like the stick instead of like, you know, most cocktails come with like olives or maraschino cherries. This will come, usually these come with like had like a pickled bean, pickled asparagus, and a stick of pepperoni in mine last night or 2 nights ago. All right, we do have a Banshee opening coming in here from Byun. Not the most popular thing, something that Gumiho does a lot of. But we do have Ravens coming out behind that. But yeah, you could like, there's bars that'll give you like an entire burger, wings, a roast chicken is one. All right, good lock on there. Might, yes, does get the one Cyclone. Byun coming out definitely further behind on this. Reaper grenade does hit. Oh my god, he loses both Cyclones. Cure in a really good position here. Has a handful of Marines. Over here, we do have the Banshee coming down and taking out 3 workers. Gonna get to 4 workers. Does take out a couple of Marines as well. Cyclone's gonna get locked on. Oh no, this Cyclone will actually make sure that Banshee goes down. These Cyclones have done a lot of work here for Cure. Taking out 2 Cyclones and the Banshee there. Yeah, he did get 4 workers, but he lost a Banshee, 2 Cyclones, and a Reaper. Definitely not good trades there for Byun. And now we do have Cure moving across the map. What does Byun have to defend with? He does have 2 tanks on the high ground, but there are 2 Ravens on the other side that will be able to drop interference matrices down. Also, not to mention, the Ravens haven't used their energy yet. They have not used any turrets. They've just provided vision, so this will be a little easier for Cure to take, but he decides not to go in. It is what went down there? A Hellion and a Reaper went down there. There we go. 2 interference matrices do come down. Auto turrets coming down here for, it looks like, Byun to help defend with this. 2 tanks will siege up at the bottom of the ramp. Byun getting a little siege up here, but Byun has Vikings out, will get the air superiority. This tank here is derping out behind the Marines. It needs to get to that front line ASAP. Tanks now getting in range of that, what is that? Is this a refinery? Is in fact called I sometimes forget what it's called. Either refinery, reactor, extractor. Hey, Cyto Nick, how is it going? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, looks like Byun is going to move inch forward here with his tanks. Tank counts. Let's take a quick tank count here. It's 5 tanks to 4 for Byun. Nope, 5 to 5 now. Cyclone gonna lock on to one of those Vikings here. Byun actually positioning nicely at the top of the ramp here, making it a little harder for Cure to attack into. Back home, Cure is third base. Oops, sorry. Third base has finished up here. Is getting his barracks. Is getting his +1/+1 Marine upgrades. Over here, third barracks, third command center is done for Byun as well. I believe Stim's finished up. Combat Shield has started up here. And Byun also getting his +1/+1. Byun's +1 is a lot earlier than Cure's, so he will have an upgrade advantage shortly here. But there's no armory coming down here just yet from Byun. Nope. Ooh, Byun dropping a couple interference matrices, does lose all his tanks. Vikings will land for Byun to tank a few of these shots and do a little extra hurt. The tanks for Byun shelling away on those landed Vikings. And the Ravens for Cure also gets taken out. Byun does clean this up and will force these reinforcements for Cure to head back to his side of the map. Oh. Did we miss something back here? Let's take a quick look here. Oh, he had absolutely nothing to defend with at home. Third base was down. Yeah, nothing to defend with. All right. And yeah, we're going to see factory openers coming out from behind both of these players. So factory before expand again. Second game in a row where we're seeing that opener here. Reaper about to pop here for Byun. All right, Byun immediately queuing up a second Reaper behind that. Whereas Cure opted to drop the reactor behind that Reaper. Alright, Cure gonna keep his Reaper at home. Byun gonna just leave his in the middle of the map. These for a little scouting. Second Reaper for Byun is about to pop. And Byun is expanding behind this. As is Cure. Both players are expanding at the same. Pretty mirrored build so far. The only big difference is Cure opted to go for the reactor, whereas Byun went for the second Reaper before reactor. But he will be able to pump up double Reapers at a time. That means he will have 3 Reapers pretty quick, whereas Byun will have 2. Byun does have... Oh, he's swapping over here. Has a tech lab ready to go. Gonna get that down on his factory. Gonna get a Cyclone, here's my guess. And the starport coming down. So, you know, stereotypical 1-1-1 opener here from Byun. Here also dropping that starport behind this. And Cure opting to move out behind those 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions. What does Byun have to defend with? He does have 1 Hellion and 2 Reapers. Cyclone is about to pop here. And I think once that Cyclone pops, this should be fine. Banshee coming. Banshee opener again from Byun. It's not something we see a lot of in this matchup. Oh my god, Byun gonna snipe all the Reapers here of Cure. Cure will also lose 1 Hellion there. Byun did lose 2 of his Reapers, but definitely got ahead on that trade. 2 versus 3 and the 1 Hellion. Byun again showing that those flashes of brilliance we saw when he won the last when he won his world championship. I think he's gonna be a really strong contender for, dare I say, top 4 at IEM. To be honest, I don't even know if he's qualified. I'm pretty sure he's qualified, but if he has qualified, I'm pretty sure he's the top 4 contender. Maybe I could take a quick look at those rankings just after this game here. All right. Does snipe 1 Reaper there, but does lose a Cyclone for it. Not a good trade. No, sorry, it was a Hellion. It looks like he lost. While that's going down, we do have a Banshee coming in. Will takes out 3 workers being before being sniped by that Cyclone. Gonna poke in again. Looks like he got another Marine maybe, but there is a tank out, so Byun can no longer poke in and out the way he was. He knows that too, and he's just gonna head back home. Not gonna... Yeah, Solstice, I mean... But here's the thing, there's a lot of players that are coming into good form at the right time. I would say Rogue is hitting his stride right now. I would say Maru's hitting his stride. Zero looks like he's in good form as well. Showtime has been doing really well. So, but Byun has been, he's been playing a lot and he's been winning a lot. Might not be winning the big tournaments, but his playstyle is making him competitive. No one is washed out. Everyone just has good days and bad days. Clem just needs to make sure he doesn't play Hero Marine unless it's a premier tournament. Cured looks like wanted to come in for that turret harass, but the Cyclone here prevented that. We do have Stim starting up here for Byun, and all the other barracks coming down. Third base has finished up. Third base for Cure is floating over. I believe Byun might... No, it's just kind of leaving it there for now. Tank count, quick tank check. 4-3 right now. About to get evened up. Cure is... Oh. A Reaper comes in here at the 6-7 minute mark of the game. It takes out 3 workers. You don't see that often. You don't see that at the high level too often. Just points to the skill of Byun. And the auto turrets on mass gonna come down here. I don't know who's gonna win this. Cure will probably, yeah, he does. He does siege up first. Will force Byun to back off. One tank of Byun getting really low here on 5 hit points. Byun will siege the line up and force Cure to back off here. Absolutely. So one of the things I've noticed, and I really put this together when I was casting King of Battles, the tournaments that Cyril goes deep in, Raynor doesn't. Raynor usually, at least lately, more often than not, cashes out earlier. He gets knocked out earlier. The tournaments that Raynor goes deep in, Cyril doesn't go deep in. It's a very interesting stat. I don't know what that stat means. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that means at all, but it's just something I noticed. You don't see both players going deep into a tournament. It just might be the field that they're playing. It might be, who knows, for whatever reason. Nice snipe on the sensor tower. We'll get his Cyclones out of there as well. Oh, Byun might catch a Cure here. A little off guard. Loses both his tanks. 2 tanks here on this. 1 tank going down. Other tanks being forced to relocate here. They're going to re-siege up. But Byun has the high ground here. Byun has the high ground, Anakin. What are you going to do? Workers are going to get pulled here. Infantry's Matrix is finally coming down. But the Vikings land at 21 workers going down here. I think this might be game number 2 going to Byun. Yes, it is. GG gets called. Byun going up 2-0. One spawning in the bottom left corner in the blue Terran pieces. For Dragon Phoenix Gaming, we have Cure. Spawn in the top right corner in the red Terran pieces. Playing for Shopify Rebellions on match point, we have Byun. And Byun with an SCV out on the map relatively early here. I wonder what this SCV is doing. There is a barracks actually being built out. Is this just a really early scout? Or what are you doing, Byun? What are you up to? Oh, it is a second barracks coming down in the middle of the map. Byun being a little cheeky here. He knows he's up 2-0. He knows he can play a little cute. Do Byun things. So he's going to drop a second barracks in the middle of the map. Let's see what happens. Oh no, Cure just misses it. Oh no, Cure not like this. And he's going to go here, come here, and see if there's a barracks here. It's going to be all normal. Everything's normal. It's going to be like when those stormtroopers radio in and Han Solo's like, no, everything's okay, everything normal, we're status normal, whatever the hell he said. Oh, Cure. It's going to be double Reaper. One of those Reapers is proxied. This will get eventually scouted here, but it might be a little too late. He is building a second Reaper behind this, a factory coming down. There he goes. He scouts it. Cure sees it. Knows what he is up against. What's his reaction? No initial reaction yet. Just going to continue to build that second Reaper. 2 Reapers of Byun are together. It looks like they're going to jump on in here. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see what happens. All right, second Reaper for Cure drops just in time. Byun does lose 1 Reaper, but so does Cure. Byun gonna back off, wait for more reinforcements here. Cure does have a Hellion coming down. Interesting. Cure skips out the starport, goes right into an expand, as does Byun. All right, Byun gonna come down in here yet again. Haldy, my friend, how are you? Byun gonna wait for that 4th Reaper here, but while that happens, we'll have 3 Hellions out. So this will require a lot of god tier micro from Byun. 5 Reapers. He's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna stay here at the top of the ramp, kind of hang out. Gonna send the second barracks in for a scout. Nope, decides doesn't want to do it. Nope, Byun being indecisive. Just a tad bit indecisive there. Natural base for Byun has finished up here. And it will start mining right away. Oh my god, Byun taking out 2 Hellions here. Doesn't quite get the last Reaper. 2 Hellions and a Reaper for 5 Reapers. That's not a bad trade for Byun. Yeah, he lost a little more gas, but not the worst trade. I love this move here by Byun. Gonna deny this command center from landing for quite a bit here. Nope. Natural base finally landing here. All the while, Byun already has his mining. Do we have third base? A third base coming up from Cure. Not quite from Byun. Byun is getting a safety bunker at the front of the natural. And Byun going for that 2-1-1 opener here. Technically it was a 3-1-1, but he did give up one of those barracks. First tank, I believe, is about to pop here for Cure. Byun isn't making tanks though. Looks like he might just start now. Starting to get those double medevac production. There we go. First tank coming on out. And I feel like he's going to hit just as Stim is going to finish up here. That is my guess. Yeah, he's going to go for a 16 Marine drop just as Stim finishes. He is a little supply block here. There goes. Supply block comes undone. There are 2 Ravens here in the mix. And it looks like Cure does want to move out. He is going to, Byun is going to load up 2 medevacs with quite a few Marines there and move on out. Stim will finish just as it's hit, but this will get caught. Oh, beautiful interference matrix. Oh, and he gets it. He gets that medevac full of Marines. Interference matrix prevented it from unloading. And the Cyclone made sure it got his damage done. That Cyclone, that interference matrix also prevented the boost from finishing up here. If that boost did finish up, Byun would have been able to gotten out, one of those words, without losing that. But and he salvages the bunker as well. We do have tanks on the high ground. We're gonna stim forward here, jump on top of one of those tanks. One tank will go down. Fighting here in a little bit of no man's land. That tank also going down here. This is held by Byun. While this is happening, Byun does have a drop coming down the other side of the map. Gonna boost on in here. Right, we'll meet Grinder a few of those workers. Gonna try to get a few more here. Tanks shelling away. 7 workers going down here. 7 workers in total going down there for Cure. Byun finding chip damage where he can, making things happen out of nothing. Third base is about to finish up here for Byun. Byun is ahead by 3 workers. Cure does have his third base done. He is going to Liberator production, which will help deal with those tanks. But the tank count right now is about even, is 4-3 in favor of Byun. Cure does seem to have stopped tank production though. He is focusing on that Liberator production. Byun does have Vikings here. How many Vikings do we have on each side? Cure will have air superior. He has 4 Vikings, a Raven, versus the 3 of Byun here. But Byun definitely has a tank count here. But excuse me, see what happens here. We do have a siege up here, just in range of that third base. Liberator's gonna siege up here on top of those tanks. The tanks decide to siege up in the liberation zones and does lose one of the tanks here, but 10 workers going down here. Oh my god, this Viking drop harass here will take out 12 workers. 3 Vikings for 12 workers. Great trade there. We do have a huge Doom drop coming in here. Tank's going to siege up. More workers going to go down here. 5 more workers going down. We do have Interference Matrix coming down on one of the tanks. The other tank does live. We do have Liberation Zones coming in here. One tank does go down. Second tank eventually going down here. Gonna pick up and drop with this super weakened Viking here. That Viking, sorry, medevac. That medevac will go down. But Byun doing quite a bit of critical damage there to Cure, getting 18 workers killed, and pushes himself up even further ahead on that worker lead. 18 workers ahead to be exact. So Byun is going to scan ahead to see what's going on. And yeah, we're seeing a 4th base coming down for Byun here. We're seeing that 2nd factory coming down. Both players getting their army so they can go into +2 upgrades. Byun is just going to sit here and clear up these rocks, allow reinforcements to get to him a little faster. But Byun's lack of a response to these Liberators is what kind of scares me here. All right, we're going to have a little siege up fight here. Tanks are going to siege up. Look at all that carnage. Tanks are going to get jumped on. GG gets called. We're going to get a clean sweep here by Byun over Cure.